So we were just having a chat about the forthcoming Paddy and Anne Molloy summer school in Birmingham, and I was saying about the importance of sessions and the oral tradition, and I do a lot of teaching, and I remember for many years going to Paddy and Anne Molloy's house and learning really honing down a lot of my music there, and it was about learning from really experienced players, learning how to listen, learning how to shut up, especially as an accordion player, and the fact that this summer school is now being organised, and I don't know which year are we on now? How many years has this been going?
It's the third year now.
Third year now. Really well established and very successful, and lots of people coming along, and every year you've got more and more great tutors coming along, and I think it's just so important that all music gets spread about and encouraged, and the more music that can be taught orally, because anybody can pick up a manual or learn how to read music or take lessons like that, but to actually share music when you don't have a piece of paper to get in between you, and you have to listen, and you have to teach me a tune, or I have to teach you a triplet or whatever. I can't explain how important that is, because if you listen really hard to get every little nuance in music, the way Paddy Molloy used to talk about playing tunes to me late at night in his kitchen, about every little triplet and little kind of fiddle ideas, it teaches you to listen in life, and that's got to be cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
And any kind of observational skills, I like drawing and painting, and I like knitting, and if you're good at listening, people don't really think I'm good at listening, I'm always talking like this, but if you're good at listening, then you're going to be good at observation, and that will go throughout your whole life. You'll listen more to other people and what they need in a community, and you'll also be a little bit more empathetic, a little bit more forgiving maybe, and that all comes down from learning tunes from somebody like Paddy Molloy.
Wow. So what drew you initially to the Irish traditional music?
Basically because I had an Irish mother. Bless her, she died a few years ago now. She was from Ballybunion, County Kerry, and she obviously was very happy with the fact that I played Irish music. I actually started to play the accordion because first of all, I'm English, from my mother was Irish, father English, and you would go to Irish dancing lessons. You're in an Irish community, second generation Irish if you like, and I was really rubbish at Irish dancing, mainly because I couldn't work out how the person on the cassette player was playing so fast. How did anybody play like that? It was amazing. I got completely distracted by the tunes, and then my sister brought home an accordion and I was jealous. I'd give my right arm to not let her have the accordion. That's all that happened. Complete jealousy, sibling rivalry, you know, she was older than me. So I started to play, and then I found out about cultus, and then from the cultus sessions and the cultus competitions, I then found out about sessions in Birmingham and places like that. And I think competitions have their place. I'm not a huge fan of competitions, but I think if they encourage people to keep practicing, to get better, that's a very healthy thing. When it all starts getting a bit political, it's not quite so good maybe. But it's, you know, if there wasn't for the competitions and the cultures, I wouldn't have found other kids my age playing, and I probably would have given up. And that's why I wasn't interested in classical music. I didn't want to sit in a room on my own practicing.
And I think there is a tremendous social side to the competitions.
Social side is absolutely fantastic, you know, and then you get into the music, you get into the dancing, and you go to Ireland, and, you know, it's just an absolutely amazing world. And it's a real leveller, because you're playing music and you don't know what that person does for a living. You can be playing with a brain surgeon, you can be playing with a politician. Maybe that's slightly unlikely, but you know, you never know. You never know who that person is. What's the most important is you're sharing music, and by sharing music, you're not just sharing technique, you're sharing an emotion, you're sharing a feeling. Tom Conboy, who died just recently, who used to go a lot to Molloy's house, he was always on about, you know, that little bar, yeah, and he would actually diddle 5 or 6 notes, and we all knew, me and Joe and Ivan and Mick Keneally and all these people would all know the exact bar he was on about, and we all went, yeah, it's like your favourite bit of ice cream or your favourite yoghurt. And to really hone that detail down in music, I can't tell you the joy it brings in my heart. That's more than anything to me. I can go, yeah, but you know what? In the tar bolt and go, that just that, whoa, makes me swoon.
Yeah, and this is the kind of detail that the tutors at the summer school will be able to
Absolutely.
know about and be able to tap into.
Absolutely. And all the students, if you like, participants, will be able to share, discuss, and just have a great deal of fun. How often can you do that these days without having to turn on your computer? You've got to come.